Jaguar Wright just shook the internet to its core with a revelation so intense, fans are still reeling from it. During a dramatic live stream, she claimed to possess a secret list directly tied to Christian rock, one she says contains explosive names, hidden betrayals, and shocking connections that could seriously damage reputations across the music industry. This was not idle gossip. Jaguar delivered her message with a certainty and intensity that made it impossible to look away. Her energy was the kind that says, "I have kept this under wraps for too long, and now the truth comes out." At the center of it all was Christian rock. According to Jaguar, this list does more than just reveal private actions. It exposes a web of behind-the-scenes behavior that few ever knew existed, turning whispers into undeniable revelations. According to Jaguar Wright, this alleged list ties Christian rock to a network of industry insiders, secret deals, and scandals that fans were never meant to uncover. What makes it even more intense is that sources say Jaguar has already shared fragments of the list with influential figures behind the scenes. The timing of her public reveal, she claims, came after someone attempted to silence her. Immediately, social media erupted. Twitter and TikTok were flooded with speculation. Was Jaguar telling the truth? Was she exaggerating for attention? Or had she just dropped the smoking gun that could upend everything people thought they knew about Chrissy and rock's rise to fame? One thing became clear. This list exists in the public consciousness now, and the ripple effects are just beginning. Jaguar Wright is not subtle. She is not known for diplomacy or carefully measured statements. She is the industry's disruptor, the person who lifts the veil and shines a light on corners others are too scared to approach. She names names, exposes lies, and calls out the powerful, and now Christian rock is in her crosshairs, not with casual jabs or minor shade, but with allegations that could shake television, hip-hop, and celebrity culture to its core. To understand why the internet reacted so strongly, you need to know Jaguar's reputation. She has spent years acting as a loose cannon, exposing executives, rappers, and moguls, unraveling cover-ups, and spilling tea so explosive that even those she opposes admit they are wary of her. She shows up in live streams, unapologetic, unflinching, and ready to drop names without hesitation. When Jaguar claims she has receipts, the world leans in. People may not always believe her outright, but her track record and the gravity of her hints make everyone pause and wonder, what if she really does have the proof? Now, for the first time, Christian rock finds herself directly in Jaguar Wright's sights. Already navigating a whirlwind of drama involving Blueface, her sister Tessiki, and the Zeus Network, Christian certainly did not need another high-profile adversary. Yet Jaguar has escalated the stakes, claiming she possesses actual documentation, an official list, not just gossip, rumors, or hearsay, but a concrete record of names and events tied to Christian. According to Jaguar, this list explains why certain Hollywood and reality TV insiders have seemingly protected Christian even when her public behavior appeared self-destructive. During her live stream, Jaguar did not hold back, dropping hints that Christian's name appears alongside major industry players, including producers, promoters, and rappers, all allegedly connected through arrangements fans were never privy to. She stopped short of revealing the full contents, but the details she teased were enough to shake the internet. This is far beyond petty social media spats or reality TV drama. Jaguar suggested it involves contracts, payoffs, and recurring patterns. Fans immediately began theorizing. Some speculated the list could outline financial transactions, showing how Zeus producers or other executives might have been redirecting funds around Christian's appearances. Others imagined a black book of secret dealings, highlighting celebrities and industry figures tied to her through undisclosed relationships or backroom agreements. The most extreme theories claimed the list might expose powerful men and women who groom young reality stars, and that Christian, knowingly or not, was caught in that web. What ignited the internet most was Jaguar's claim about how she obtained the list. She insisted it did not come to her by chance. Instead, it came from someone close to Christian, a person who felt betrayed and could no longer carry the burden of secrecy. Jaguar refused to reveal the informant's identity, but the implication was unmistakable. This was an insider, someone intimately familiar with Christian's world, providing a window into a hidden network that fans had never imagined. This was not idle gossip from the outside. It was a betrayal from within. The timing could not be more perilous for Chrisean. She is already entangled in high-stakes battles. Blueface has threatened to leak private footage. Her sister Tasiki claims to possess recordings that could damage her reputation. And the Zeus network allegedly keeps her locked into binding contracts that limit her freedom. Now, Jaguar Wright has escalated the situation by threatening to release a list that could connect Chrisean to a scandal far larger than anything the public has seen so far. It is no surprise that fans are labeling this moment as either the start of Chrisean's downfall or the true turning point in her career. Social media immediately split into factions. Some accused Jaguar of chasing clout, using Chrisean's name to maintain relevance. Others defended her, noting her long-standing track record for exposing industry secrets. Then there were the conspiracy theorists, pointing out the suspicious timing. Jaguar's claim emerged just as Chrisean appeared to be gaining momentum for a comeback. Could this be sabotage? Could influential insiders be feeding Jaguar information to preemptively silence Chrisean before she shakes up the industry? Either way, the secret list has become the epicenter of conversation. Bloggers are hunting for details, fans are refreshing feeds, and insiders are whispering that the names on that list are not only shocking, they could be career-ending. Jaguar herself added to the tension, warning, "This is just the appetizer. If they keep testing me, I'll serve the whole meal." This is more than a messy headline. This is a revelation capable of burning bridges, canceling shows, and forcing powerful figures into hiding. As expected, Chrisean's inner circle quickly fired back after Jaguar's bombshell. The story took an even darker turn. When Jaguar went live again, this time revealing names, she sat in front of the camera, calm but sharp, and declared, "You think Chrissy and Rock is just chaos and Zeus? Nah, baby." The internet froze, and the fallout was officially underway. Jaguar Wright dropped a revelation that immediately rattled social media. Chrisean Rock, she claimed, is tied to a list exposing who has really been controlling her career. The moment Jaguar said, "When I tell you these names, you're going to look at her whole career differently," the internet exploded. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram lit up as fans clipped the stream, dissecting every word, speculating wildly about who could appear on this mysterious list. Some assumed it included high-powered industry executives. Others guessed celebrities Chrisean had crossed paths with. But Jaguar's hints went far deeper. According to her, the list links Chrisean not only to promoters and producers, but even to rappers who allegedly played key roles in shaping her public persona. Jaguar suggested that Chrisean's rise to fame was far from organic, it was strategically engineered. She described backroom deals, hush money, and secret arrangements so calculated that, if revealed, they could upend the Zeus network entirely. Then Jaguar dropped a bombshell. Blueface, widely perceived as a toxic partner, was reportedly named on the list as an enabler. Jaguar alleged that he, alongside Zeus producers, had orchestrated much of Chrisean's public life. The viral fights, dramatic breakdowns, and high-profile moments weren't random chaos. They were carefully manufactured events designed to generate profit for others, while leaving Chrisean caught in the middle. Fans were stunned. Social media feeds flooded with disbelief. Wait, Blueface was in on it the whole time? Many realized what Jaguar had hinted at all along. Chrisean was the puppet, not the puppet master. Within hours, hashtags like #ChriseanExposed and #JaguarList were trending worldwide, and speculation reached fever pitch. But just as the internet thought it had processed the first wave, Jaguar hinted that the story was far darker than anyone imagined, leaving everyone bracing for the next revelation. Jaguar Wright intensified the drama by claiming that the list did more than expose industry insiders. It also contained personal betrayals from within Chrisean Rock's own family. While she never directly named Tasaki, fans quickly pieced together the clues. Jaguar referred to a sister who had sold her out for a check, sparking immediate speculation. Had Tasaki secretly fed Jaguar information to exact revenge or profit? Social media exploded with theories, as fans debated whether this was yet another betrayal in a relationship long defined by love, hate, and rivalry. Many felt it made sense. Tasaki had gone live several times, openly criticizing Chrisean, and their dynamic had always been a turbulent mix of loyalty and conflict. Others thought Jaguar might be exaggerating for attention. But just when skepticism was rising, Jaguar delivered her first piece of proof. She held up a sheet of paper to the camera, blurred enough to obscure the full details, but revealing typed names and dates in plain view. Smirking, she declared, "See this? These aren't rumors. These are records. And if they keep testing me, the whole list goes live." The internet immediately went into a frenzy. Screenshots of the blurry document circulated like wildfire, with fans zooming in, enhancing, and circling details. Some claimed to identify a well-known Zeus producer, while others swore they saw the initials, BN, prompting rampant speculation that it could reference Natalie Nunn. Supporters of Natalie rushed to defend her, insisting it was false, while others shouted, "It all makes sense now." The chaos reached its peak when Chrisean herself responded. Within hours, she appeared on Instagram Live, visibly emotional, pacing her room and shouting into the camera, "Jaguar, keep my name out your mouth. You don't know me, you don't know my life, and you damn sure don't have a list on me. Stop playing with me before I pull up." Clips of her outburst went viral instantly, circulating across TikTok and Twitter, fueling a firestorm of speculation and cementing Jaguar's claim as one of the most explosive moments the internet had seen in weeks. The internet immediately went into overdrive: audios, memes, GIFs, and endless commentary. Yet instead of clearing her name, Chrisean's emotional response only fueled the fire. Viewers scrutinized every frame, claiming her defensiveness was proof that Jaguar Wright was telling the truth. Comparisons even emerged to Blueface's old playbook, vehement denial paired with body language that seemed guilty, leaving fans more suspicious than ever. Meanwhile, gossip blogs quietly began feeding the frenzy. One site reported glimpses of what they claimed was Jaguar's list, a detailed record of payouts and communications connecting Zeus producers, Blueface Camp, and unnamed associates. If accurate, it painted Jaguar not as a provocateur seeking clout, but as someone holding a ticking grenade, and Chrisean was standing squarely in the blast zone. Then came the most explosive hint. The list didn't just cover current players. It traced Chrisean back to her early industry days, long before Zeus and Blueface. According to Jaguar, Chrisean's trajectory wasn't random luck or timing, it was orchestrated, part of a carefully designed plan involving influential figures behind the scenes. Suddenly, the image of Chrisean as the raw, chaotic, unpredictable, messy girl was being rewritten as a carefully constructed narrative, engineered for maximum impact and visibility. Jaguar gave no confirmations, no denials. Just a sly smile into the camera and the chilling words, "This is only the beginning." The stage was set for the next revelation. If the list was real, tying Chrisean to betrayals from her sister, Blueface, and the Zeus network, then this was not merely celebrity gossip. It was a bomb ready to detonate. By showing that blurred piece of paper and dropping strategic hints, Jaguar didn't just stir the pot, she ignited the entire kitchen. And the real detonation came the very next day, when she escalated from vague implications to direct, damning claims in a live stream that drew over 70,000 viewers, leaving fans riveted and the industry holding its breath. Jaguar leaned forward, eyes locking with the camera, and declared, "Y'all keep asking me what's on this list. Fine. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about who's been shielding Chrisean and why." The chat instantly erupted. Thousands of fans flooded the comments, begging her to drop names, and Jaguar did not hold back. She revealed that the secret list included top executives at Zeus, 2 prominent Atlanta promoters, and several artists who allegedly profited from Chrisean's chaos. She did not read the full list, but the moment she mentioned one name, jaws collectively dropped. Blueface was on it, not just as her boyfriend, but as someone allegedly cashing checks off her pain. The revelation sent shockwaves through social media. Fans immediately realized that Blueface's connection to Chrisean went far beyond a toxic relationship. It was transactional, part of a broader system allegedly engineered to keep her unstable for ratings and profit. Jaguar went even further, revealing that the list contained internal communications, emails, receipts, and even signed contracts tying Chrisean to deals that were never visible to the public. According to her, certain producers allegedly orchestrated situations designed to provoke explosive fights and emotional breakdowns, all while profiting off the drama. She insisted she had the documentation to prove it, and the internet went into overdrive. Headlines quickly appeared: Jaguar Wright exposes Chrisean Rock's exploitation, Blueface's role in orchestrated chaos revealed, and Zeus Network emails could sink executives. Then came the most shocking twist. Jaguar claimed the betrayal came from within Chrisean's own circle. "Somebody close gave me this list," she said, emphasizing the words. Somebody tired of protecting her. Somebody with her blood. Naturally, all eyes turned toward Tasiki. Fans immediately speculated that Chrisean's own family had leaked sensitive information, adding a layer of personal betrayal to an already explosive revelation. The room for doubt evaporated. The drama had just gone nuclear. Fans immediately took to Twitter, igniting threads theorizing that Chrisean's sister had handed Jaguar the controversial receipts. Hashtags like #SisterSnitch and #TasikiExposed began trending, sending the narrative spiraling out of control. Suddenly, it was Chrisean versus Blueface, Chrisean versus Zeus, and now potentially Chrisean versus her own family. Tasiki did not stay silent. She went live, visibly angry, and fired back. "Do not drag me into this. I do not mess with that lady. If she has a list, she got it from somewhere else. It definitely was not me." Her denial, however, did little to quell the frenzy. It seemed only to stoke the fire further. Fans noted that Jaguar's confidence and specificity made it hard to dismiss her claims as mere bluffing. Whether Tasiki had leaked the information or not, the sense of betrayal felt real and immediate. Meanwhile, Blueface fueled speculation by posting and then deleting a cryptic tweet: "Lists ain't scary when everybody already know the truth." The cryptic post was interpreted by fans as tacit confirmation that Jaguar's list might be legitimate. Some theorized Blueface could even be feeding Jaguar information strategically, prioritizing self-preservation at the expense of Chrisean's reputation. The situation escalated further when a well-known industry blog released what it claimed was a snippet of Jaguar's list. The blurry screenshot displayed bullet points including payment details, appearance bonuses tied to staged altercations, affiliations, and redacted names coordinated with Blueface camp, along with a confidential family member acting as an intermediary. The image immediately went viral. Fans zoomed in, enhanced the image, and dissected the redactions. Some believed they saw a name resembling N. None, while others speculated initials like TR pointed to someone familiar. Reddit threads exploded with thousands of comments theorizing over every detail. Even if only partially authentic, the snippet seemed to validate Jaguar's claims. Chrisean's chaos was no longer perceived as mere drama. It suggested a carefully orchestrated system of manipulation, money, and betrayal that extended far beyond what had ever been visible to the public eye. Fans immediately took to Twitter, igniting threads theorizing that Chrisean's sister had handed Jaguar the controversial receipts. Hashtags like #SisterSnitch and #TasikiExposed began trending, sending the narrative spiraling out of control. Suddenly, it was Chrisean versus Blueface, Chrisean versus Zeus, and now potentially Chrisean versus her own family. Tasiki did not stay silent. She went live, visibly angry, and fired back. "Do not drag me into this. I do not mess with that lady. If she has a list, she got it from somewhere else. It definitely was not me." Her denial, however, did little to quell the frenzy. It seemed only to stoke the fire further. Fans noted that Jaguar's confidence and specificity made it hard to dismiss her claims as mere bluffing. Whether Tasiki had leaked the information or not, the sense of betrayal felt real and immediate. Meanwhile, Blueface fueled speculation by posting and then deleting a cryptic tweet: "Lists ain't scary when everybody already know the truth." The cryptic post was interpreted by fans as tacit confirmation that Jaguar's list might be legitimate. Some theorized Blueface could even be feeding Jaguar information strategically, prioritizing self-preservation at the expense of Chrisean's reputation. The situation escalated further when a well-known industry blog released what it claimed was a snippet of Jaguar's list. The blurry screenshot displayed bullet points including payment details, appearance bonuses tied to staged altercations, affiliations, and redacted names coordinated with Blueface Camp, along with a confidential family member acting as an intermediary. The image immediately went viral. Fans zoomed in, enhanced the image, and dissected the redactions. Some believed they saw a name resembling N. None, while others speculated initials like TR pointed to someone familiar. Reddit threads exploded with thousands of comments theorizing over every detail. Even if only partially authentic, the snippet seemed to validate Jaguar's claims. Chrisean's chaos was no longer perceived as mere drama. It suggested a carefully orchestrated system of manipulation, money, and betrayal that extended far beyond what had ever been visible to the public eye. When Jaguar returned hours later, she claimed her Wi-Fi had been tampered with, a line that left fans unsure whether to believe her, but it only amplified the credibility of the infamous list. At this point, the story had escalated far beyond typical celebrity gossip. It was teetering on the edge of an industry-wide crisis. If Jaguar truly possessed emails, contracts, and financial records, then Zeus Network, Blueface, and even Chrisean's family could all be implicated in a scandal unprecedented in scope. Insiders hinted that Jaguar was not exaggerating. An anonymous source told a major blog she is sitting on a gold mine. If she releases the full list, careers are finished. That raises the burning question: who will make the next move? Will Zeus attempt to silence her? Will Chrisean pursue legal action? Might Blueface release his own leaks to distract from the list? If Jaguar follows through, the fallout would not only expose Chrisean, it could unravel the entire system that propelled her rise. The tension peaked as Jaguar smiled into the camera before abruptly cutting off her live stream. Social media erupted instantly. Fans were not just reacting, they were panicking. Twitter became a battleground, Instagram feeds flooded with screenshots, and TikTok exploded with conspiracies stitched together from every blurry clip and partially heard statement. Audiences quickly split into factions. On one side were the believers, convinced Jaguar held the industry's darkest secrets. They celebrated her as a fearless whistleblower, the lone voice daring to expose a powerful machine, and hashtags like #JaguarList and #ExposeZeus shot to the top of trending charts. Every hint, every smirk, every pause sentence became fuel for speculation, cementing Jaguar's position as the catalyst of what could be one of the most explosive revelations the entertainment world has ever witnessed. One TikTok that went viral summed it up perfectly: Jaguar's been warning us for years. Now she's coming for Zeus, Blueface, and Chrisean. Believe her or not, she's shaking the industry. But while her supporters cheered, the skeptics came just as hard. They accused Jaguar of chasing clout, claiming she was all talk and no receipts. One thread even went viral with the headline, "If this list was real, she would have dropped now. Y'all falling for smoke and mirrors." That post alone racked up thousands of likes, fueling the fire even more. But the doubt didn't calm anything, it just made the frenzy worse. Chrisean's loyal fanbase, already protective after months of Blueface public trolling, rallied around her. Hashtags like #ProtectChrisean and #StopExploitingRock flooded Twitter, painting her as the victim of nonstop betrayal by her ex, her sister, the network, and now Jaguar. One emotional tweet that exploded across platforms read, "This girl is fighting her baby daddy, her family, her bosses, and now Jaguar. Y'all want her destroyed." Meanwhile, critics painted a very different picture. TikTok filled with memes calling her the puppet queen, stitching Jaguar's clips with Chrisean's wildest baddies moments, framing her as a willing player in the chaos, a woman who thrived off the spectacle, not just suffered from it. Then the celebrities jumped in. Natalie Nunn went live defending Zeus, calling Jaguar a liar chasing relevance. but her rant backfired. Viewers accused Natalie of trying too hard to shut Jaguar down, with one viral comment reading, "If Jaguar was lying, Natalie wouldn't be this pressed." Tamar Braxton fanned the flames with a cryptic tweet, "Lists don't lie. People do." Whack 100 tried to dismiss Jaguar as crazy, but fans dragged him, saying he sounded like he was running interference for Blueface. Even Summer Walker chimed in under a Shade Room post, "This ain't even shocking. Hollywood been like this." Behind the scenes, whispers grew louder. Zeus lawyers were panicking, Blueface was plotting damage control, and Reddit was spiraling with theories about who else was on that blurred list. Rumors caught fire faster than anyone expected. The wildest claim? That Jaguar's mysterious list linked Zeus executives to a much larger Hollywood machine built on exploiting vulnerable talent for profit. The chatter reached such a fever pitch that even major media outlets jumped in. Complex dropped a headline asking, "Did Jaguar Wright just expose Zeus Network?" Rolling Stone took a different approach, calling it, "Jaguar Wright weaponizes mystery list in latest industry clash." TMZ, of course, leaned into pure drama with, "Jaguar threatens to drop names, Chrisean in the crosshairs." By this point, the public was done waiting quietly. They wanted answers, and they wanted them now. Jaguar's livestream ending right in the middle of her threat only poured gasoline on the fire. People questioned everything. Was it really just a Wi-Fi glitch? Or did someone shut her down on purpose? TikTok conspiracy creators wasted no time, turning her frozen screen into eerie edits with captions like, "Silenced by the industry," as theories about powerful forces trying to stop her spread like wildfire. The internet is now caught in a state of pure suspense, watching every post, every cryptic tweet, every silence like it is part of a bigger script. Chrisean saying nothing is only adding fuel to the fire. Blueface dropping half-baked hints is making it worse. And Jaguar's threat to reveal the entire list still hangs overhead like a sword ready to fall. Because if she actually does it, the industry will not just be rattled, it will be exposed in a way no one saw coming. Then, just when everyone thought Jaguar Wright had reached her limit, she returned. But this time, it was different. Gone was the chaos. Instead, she appeared calm, almost cold, like someone who knew the bomb they were about to drop would shake the ground beneath everyone's feet. Leaning close to the camera, she spoke in a low, steady voice. "Y'all want to know why they're terrified of this list? Because it doesn't just expose Chrisean, it exposes everyone tied to her rise." And then came the twist no one expected. Jaguar claimed the list wasn't just about payouts, contracts, and shady producers. It allegedly named mainstream artists and high-level industry moguls who secretly worked with Chrisean, people whose entire reputations would crumble if the truth ever surfaced. She never revealed all the names, but she hinted at one in particular, a chart-topping rapper who, according to her, played a key role in putting Chrisean in the spotlight long before Blueface ever entered the picture. The internet exploded with theories. Some fans swore it was Drake, others threw out Lil Baby or DaBaby. TikTok detectives went into overdrive, digging through old photos, tweets, and even music video cameos, convinced they had solved the mystery. But Jaguar had one last line that sent shivers through the culture. "This list proves Chrisean ain't the victim y'all think she is. She's been playing the game too."